you may be disappointed, but not this week. Not this week. So, and with that, I wonder if Nightbot will randomly show up. No, Nightbot won't. Okay, we're just gonna roll with it still being Team Wars Finals.
Okay, as it has been for the last...
Yeah, well, it's just the last cast.
I was looking for the VODs for the first week, and all I saw was Team Wars Finals.
Yeah, no, one of those
So
Team Wars Finals is, in fact, the first week of Meltdown League.
I could probably have figured that out by looking at the upload time.
Yeah, you know, Team Wars Finals just goes on for a long, long time. Alright, there we go. I sent out to add everyone.
Let me open up chat.
Yeah. Spammer can be happy with me for starting. Look at me, being so good about all that stuff. But yes, alright. As people start to file in. Yeah, we are here today, and I am here with Alpha Century, who is going to be playing in their first week of the Meltdown League next week. But
yeah, pretty excited to be finally have time to join in.
Yeah, you know. Yeah, Riv, you ready for Team Wars finale season 3? I wish I could just change a number or something so I could do Team Wars finale 2. Team Wars finale 3, all the thrilling Reaper's Army versus Maka S rankers action.
So who has made it into the Team Wars Finals this week?
So this week, for our first match of Team Wars Finals, it is going to be Reaper's Army versus Monka S rankers. Nah, actually, well, if we're going by the teams or whatever, it would be the Pee Pee Poo Poo team versus Komodo Friends. By which I mean our first match is going to be Stoic Rooster versus Kieran.
Ooh, awesome.
Yeah. Kieran actually playing games. Alright, so here's a question for you. Do you think that I will get the 50-50 right on the first match? Who's going first?
I think there's about a 50% chance you will.
Yeah, but what are you feeling?
I'm not a math scientist, but...
No, but what are you feeling? It's not about math science. It's about what you feel on the inside.
Yeah, you got this.
Alright, let's see.
Easy.
Nope. I don't got it. Riv, you can still play poker with me. There we go. Alright, so there's that one. Now I need to go grab the other one, and then we'll be ready to start.
So, remind me again, and for the viewers like me who don't know what's going on, it's a best of 3 with 12-card sideboard and a certain ban list?
Yeah, so it is best of 3, 1 deck, 12-card sideboard. You cannot sideboard generals. Ban list, for those who are unaware, you cannot play Ray, Lucent Beam, and Lava Lance, and you are also not allowed to play Flash Reincarnation in Wanderer. That is the bans, as far as I remember. But I'm not looking at anything, so don't hold me to my words here.
Very good. So all of the top tier decks, Like, man, it made me so sad you banned Lucent Beam just to bring Wizard Brom down a notch.
Yeah, I mean, it was just a little bit too impactful, really. Wizard Brom had really taken over the meta. I wasn't sure what to do about it. I thought about just banning Brom altogether.
Damn. Yeah, I'm gonna have to think of what's come up with now, what to even bring.
Yeah.
Not a hard decision. It's not an easy decision anymore.
Yeah, after all of that, Wizard Brom. Alright. Now then, let's hope that the hands just line up nicely for me. That would be nice. Although, oh, there's the pause. Okay. Don't worry, I'll give you back your screen as soon as I'm done. Oh no, frick. First match of the day. Why did I choose Kieran twice? Am I playing favorites here? I need Stoic for the second player. Alright. We're starting out slow. That's okay. It's a holiday. I'll always have an excuse for starting out slow. The actual answer for starting out slow is because I'm both a caster and producer right now. So I gotta be interesting and on top of stuff. That's asking a little much, I think.
No worries. I will hold their attention by being highly distracting and not very useful.
Yeah, asking me what cards are banned, so I have to get on a third track of brainwaves. Alright. Now I think we've got it. We should be able to just move over to scene 1. Alright. So, alright, we started, and we have...
I can't see anything.
I'm not screen sharing with you? Man, you should have just said, you're not screen sharing with me.
I have faith. I figured you knew you'd get there. I was waiting my turn.
No, not at all. What did I just tell you about not knowing? Alright, there, now you can see, right?
Beautiful.
Beautiful? Beautiful. Alright. So, we're in game, and they are off to the races.
Kieran on Starhorn. Wow.
Yep. Visionar Starhorn versus the Rooster on the Titan.
And he's already drawn his Titan, so doing better than Mezzalgy ever did.
Destroyed. I've heard that's what happens when you don't draw your Titans, is that you get destroyed. Not always, but, often enough.
That's a good card.
So what do we want to do here? I like how Lightbender, to me, at least, looks like almost a really nice play. You take the mana tile, you dispel 2 guys, but it really doesn't do much of anything.
Yeah, that's kind of how I feel about Lightbender in general. It's always kind of okay-ish. I think he's just gonna play the Sentinel here and maybe play the second Herald.
Yeah, I think Sentinel Herald makes a lot of sense. Yeah, where do you want to put that, though? Because you kind of want to try and keep it out of range as much as possible.
Yeah, I might put it up to the top right so it can fight with the mana tile. Don't really want it to die on board, but at the same time, you can use the minions to clear up the 2/4 anyway, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah. You're just gonna slam this Visionar, I guess. But I don't know, do you want to slam it? How much danger do you want to put it in? Because you don't just want the Silver Guard to trade into it.
Yeah, I really like that spot there.
Well, the Silver Guard can still trade into it there, though.
Yeah, maybe 1 up. Just top left corner, play it safe, because how are you going to answer that as Titan, right? It's just way too huge.
Yeah. I guess that is a big point. I actually forgot that it got flipped into a 5/6. And I thought was just Because, if it had been a 5/6, which it isn't now, you could just roar plus Blood Tear and clear it. And you can clear the Young Silithar with Face and Azure Herald. But no, not when it's a 6/7.
Yeah. If I was Stoic Rooster here, I would probably just back off and just play the Latigris safely, because that's the thing you do by playing your huge guy in the back, right? You give them the opportunity to run away. The Stoic Rooster doesn't want to take that. He's just going to dispel it right now.
Yeah, it is also hard though, because if even if you set up your Titan turn, and if you go your Titan turn into a Decimus Tectonic Spikes, and you just get your Titan destroyed, backline decks is not easy for them to kill. I mean, I guess you do have the Tigris, so that is about as good an answer as you can hope for, and they don't have many great answers for Tigris. But
yeah, that's actually brutal if they play Titan, and then you can just play Decimus Spikes and clear it.
Yeah. So I see Riv saying in chat that they really dislike going with the Lightbender over the Tigris. But I think with this positioning, you're kind of forced into playing the Bender, because the Visionar just being... The Visionar as already, it would be a, 7/8? And then 6 more cards being drawn. Tectonic Spikes is kind of almost already a Decimus, so I think your turn there was either just back up and play Tigris, or play that Lightbender where you did. I think I do agree. But I think I do agree that I like the Tigris a bit more, though.
Now he's just going to be on the back foot for the rest of the game, right? Well.
Yeah.
Yeah, Latigris coming down right on time here to clear the Decimus, it looks like. And then...
though, to actually clear the Decimus... No, you can play the Tigris behind the Metallurgist, and then... No, because you have to move first, and that still gives you a 30% chance of not being able to clear the Decimus.
Oh, I think you can just play the Latigris right next to the Decimus. Doesn't really matter if he gets to punch it. Okay.
But you won't be able to clear it, because you need the Cub to be within range of Argian for roll.
Right.
Alright, they got their 50-50. Yeah,
I think there was a better way, but he got there.
I don't know that there was a better way, actually. Because you needed to be within range of the Metallurgist. If you played Tigris 1 forward, then...
Oh, I was thinking punch face.
Oh, you were thinking just go face?
But yeah, because then you can put the Latigris right next to the... right above your General. And then, if both the Latigris and Argion were 1 forward right now, then it would be guaranteed.
Oh, and you just leave the Metallurgist on board, basically?
Yeah, but he went for the risky play and it paid off. So that's the mark of a true good duelist player.
Go big or go home, they say. Well, speaking of going big, these are a couple of fairly large Visionars. And is there a good way to clear it up even with a Titan?
That must be right.
Yeah, you'd think.
You get a second Cub. The Tigris will have 4 attack, the Cub will have 4 attack.
Well, not by moving over there, it won't necessarily. Well, not 4 attack if it's going to be trying to go into the other Visionar. Though, in this way, you are blocking off the... Well, no, now you're not getting the Cub at all. Yeah. Because Arjun can't attack.
I think there was a way, but here we go, he's leaving it up. There's not much that can punish you here, really. A 7/7 force field blocker, what's Starhorn gonna do?
Yeah. And is this lethal next turn? For Stoic? I don't know how I feel about moving before playing Tech Spikes.
What were the second spikes?
That can
Go make-
be a very, very big Visionar.
The biggest Visionar in the history of Duelist.
Yeah. Also, that's interesting. Ironcliff in the main board of a Titan deck.
Yeah, I guess it's a hedge against aggro. I don't know if either of these players are particularly known for a certain deck or a certain type of deck.
Kieran's known for playing Lionar.
Yeah.
Stoic Rooster's a bit newer to the scene in general, but... I do agree with you, Stoic. Ironcliff does in fact wreck Lionar decks. They cannot deal with it. It is just a big beefy boy.
Well, Lionar decks other than Wizard Brome, of course.
Yes, of course. Alright, getting the Cub off this turn. Not great Cub position to spawn in, but, you know, you take it.
He's moved into range of the Visionar. Can he clear it?
I don't think so. I don't know how I feel about that.
I think he might have needed like a better spawn. A better Cub spawn to clear the Visionar.
Yeah. This is actually just lethal with Macantor, because you can just punch the Herald and then play it down. I mean, I guess you can just slam like Ironcliff plus Azure Herald.
Right. Well, I don't think Azure Herald's doing anything at this point, is it? I guess against Decimus spikes.
I mean, it's being a body, you know?
That's true.
Like, when I play Titan, I like to have bodies in between me and my opponent. Alright. So, Kieran is... Oh, well, this makes things a little bit easier.
Does it? Do you die if you play that?
Do you?
I guess you can punch the Ironcliff and then walk away.
Yeah.
And then follow up with Macantor. Might be his best bet.
Yeah, it's certainly not a, like, good situation. Have they already replaced this turn?
Yeah, they replaced into Decimus.
Alright.
I think you just gotta go for it, right?
I guess what they can do, if they wanted to, is they could just not play Decimus and, like, go for the third spikes or something. Nah, you just play it. You just play it. Yeah, get rid of the Titan buff. There's the flash.
Riverath saying 100% kill in the chat. You definitely don't see it.
How many pings?
Okay.
You're saying they had lethal now? How'd they have lethal? There was an Ironcliff Guardian at the beginning of the turn.
Yeah, I didn't see it there.
Yeah, no, I didn't see a lethal. Cause
this is pretty good though, right? Because at this point you've got a 17 health Visionar, which is never going to die.
Yeah, no. You just need them to like give an opening for a Macantor to like clear the way for the
exactly
Visionar.
Right, and you have this huge launch platform to slam Macantors off of.
Actually, it could die if they play another Lightbender. Another Titan ain't a bad way to do it.
Does that kill it? It might kill it.
They're never choosing to pump their Tigress. I wonder what it was. If they had pumped the Tigress, they would have killed it.
You can do it this way.
You can do it this way, but this means that you're leaving the Decimus up. That seems unnecessarily dangerous. Like, you had to move forward. Like, you could have not moved forward. Like, you could have kept yourself back, which would mean that there wouldn't be a platform for this Macantor to actually get lethal.
Now, this is lethal, right? Is it?
Yeah, because 4, 5, 6. Or no, you still need 1 damage, right?
But you can flash Harry specs.
Ah, yeah. Although, wait, did they just screw up the flash Haruspecs? By playing a spell?
No,
No, it looks like the discount is still there. I thought that it got changed, that it was like the next... Like if you... I know that you can't do multiple flashes in the same thing. No, don't do that. Don't do that, Kieran. You have lethal. You have lethal.
Right, yeah, the Bloodborne spell doesn't count, but any other spell.
That feel when it's spaghetti. Alright, it looks like Kieran understands their lethal. Alright. Yeah, no, if they,
Wow, super close game.
Yeah, no. I wonder if they had done the +2, would the Haruspecs... They might have been able to wall themselves off in such a way that the Mechantor couldn't have gotten in. I feel like there was a way for Stoic to do that. For a Stoic to, like, get a wall off there. But, regardless, let's move on to game 2.
I mean, all he had to do was buff the Tigris and shoot down the Decimus, right?
Yeah.
It's a super close game there. So can we have a look at their sideboards?
No.
No, okay.
Alright, easy game. Kieran going first again.
You've got to imagine at least Kieran will have some kind of plan for against Titan. Starhorn's a little less common, so maybe there's less to bring in.
Yeah.
Stoic Rooster.
I mean, but like, what do you bring in as Starhorn against like Titan lists? You know, especially like a more minion heavy Starhorn.
Yeah, I guess the matchup's pretty good already, so maybe you don't need to bring that much in.
Although, like, I wasn't actually even referencing that. I was asking, like, what is there that's good to bring in, you know, versus... I mean, I guess you could bring in more burn. Maybe you could bring in, like, entropic gazes and stuff, because, like, you know, it really comes down to just sort of burning them out. So.
Yeah, I can see that. I really don't know, but I'm hoping Kieran has some kind of idea.
I'm not sure. I'm seeing in an opening hand here that Stoic still has the Ironcliff in. I don't know how much I love the Ironcliff against a deck playing like Visionar.
Yeah, it kind of just gets punched.
Yeah, gets punched, gets run away from. But let's get you all in here for game 2.
Uvarath saying you signed in Plasmas and Flamebloods.
Alright, Plasmas and
definitely
Flamebloods.
Makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, no, especially because if you see the Tigresses, I mean, Argene's Bloodbound spell makes it, like, difficult, but, you know.
At the end of the day, it's still Lionar, and Plasma's still going to do a fair bit of work.
You know, you can only roar so many things.
Yeah, all of his 5-drops die to Plasma. Probably like most of his deck.
So, turn 2 Haruspecs, not bad, you know. It's not getting any better, although it's going to be taken out here by the Flameblood, Arclight, Silverguard trio, pretty sure. You don't even go that far down on cards because the Blood Tier and Arclight, or the Blood Tier and the Silverguard just replace themselves.
Yeah, ending with a full hand.
Yeah.
But, I mean, against Starhorn, that's not as relevant, I think.
Yeah, no.
And he is trading in his Provoke.
Yeah. Well, it's not actually a thing with a full hand, is it? Go down 2 cards, go up 2 cards. So you'll have... Or yeah, go down 2 cards, go up 3 cards, because it'll draw it down turn, so yeah. So Kieran gets that value Bloodbound spell, you know.
Well, that's true.
But yeah, Stoic Rooster's hand does not look incredibly impressive at the moment. It's like Double Titan, Ironcliff. I wonder if Kieran decides to go for just the back line, play an empty Decimus, hope that Rooster has nothing, which at the moment they have nothing. Nah, they're just
Yeah.
gonna flash Lava Slasher. Yeah, because this actually lets them get the Bloodbound spell off really nicely too. They can kill the Blood Tier. Yeah, no, this is a very solid turn.
Choosing not to develop the Visionaire here is interesting, because I think that's like you're not really going to have a better time.
Probably not.
There we go, he's getting in there with the young Silithar.
Yeah. I mean, actually, Ironcliff Guardian is pretty solid right here. You know, you just slam it, kills everything on board. You could even sort of freak him out a little bit. I know that I know that last week Kieran was the one playing the like transformative sideboard Tempo Argean into either Bond Argean or Titan Argean. But I feel like if you're playing an Ironcliff, you know, you can definitely freak some people out, like, oh, you know, did they board into a Bond deck or something? Do I have to kill this?
If you just do like the corner provoke so that their minions can't punch it, that's like the most terrifying thing.
Yeah, you know. It's like, oh, no. I don't want that young Silithar to hit it. Though I think with the above and below there wasn't an actual way to do that, but still. Alright. Getting some alright value on both sides here. Lava Slasher got to kill 2 things. Dialtis got his Tombstone off. Choosing to develop the Visionar. Death of Spikes combo in hand. Titan coming down next turn.
Kieran saying, I'm not afraid of Divine Bond. You didn't have it.
Well, also, it wouldn't really do much on a 6 health Tombstone at the moment, so not too much to be afraid of, I think. There we go, there's that corner provoke. And I actually like this a lot because it does mean that the Ironcliff is just more likely to live till the Titan turn. And, you know, like, Titan boosted Ironcliff can actually deal some real damage to a Visionar.
Yeah, and he rolls it, play around Plasma. Like, there's nothing in Magma that can kill the Ironcliff right now, I don't think.
Egg-morph that could?
Yeah, okay, sure.
Egg-morph, punch Tombstone, punch Egg. That day it's there.
Yeah, I guess there's a lot of things. Never mind, it's Magma.
Alright, there's a Sunset Paragon, which gives a little bit of buffer room for anti-Decimus tech. You know, just go Healing Mystic into Sunset Paragon.
So Kieran is going to have the Decimus spikes to clear off the artifacts from Titan, but is it going to be too little too late is the question.
I don't know. It's also interesting here because what Kieran's play just here did was it gave the Ironcliff the clear when a Titan comes down on the Visionar. If they hadn't attacked with it, they would have gotten 8 less damage in, but the Ironcliff couldn't have cleared it even if they played a Titan.
Right, yeah, and you don't really want to be punching that even with your Arclight Regalia equipped.
Yeah, no, that's like super painful, and it takes off a free tick. Yeah, there's really no play other than just Titan. Titan, smash your dudes. You know, it's like, have fun, play with Death Spikes now. Doesn't even clear my, like, Regalia. I think this is just game.
Yeah, I think he'd be close to dead if he does that.
I think they are just dead if they do that. They take 3, they go to 16, they can't clear the, they can't clear any of the artifacts.
Yeah. Really nice positioning there to hide away from that Mechanto.
Yeah. While still putting on pressure. Bring in the Juggernaut. Okay, so I guess the direction Kieran went in was just go even bigger.
Even bigger, I love it.
Did I miss something? Wait, why did it clear the... Oh, right, because the 3... My bad, the 3 procs.
Yeah, it does
Okay,
3
so it
and
does
then
clear it does
takes...
clear that, but even with this, I think they're just dead. That's 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and then yeah, Titan does more. Second Titan,
That,
though, it also would have worked with like an Arclight Sentinel. Um,
that always feels so bad when you plan out your whole play. Okay, they're gonna play Titan. I'm gonna clear it this way, and then all
yeah.
they do is they just drop the second Titan and you lose.
Yeah, no, or when you like EMP to like break their Titan, and then they just walk their Titan up to your EMP, play a second one, kill your EMP.
Yeah.
All right, so yeah, Ironcliff, some nice Ironcliff positioning there, taking game 2 for Stoic Rooster. All
So
right.
1-1.
Yep, 1-1, and I'm also 1-1 on coin flips and games. Ooh, going into negatives on my coin flips though. I'm now 1-2 in terms of guessing the coin flip right.
Happens to the best of us.
Yeah, no, you should have seen me last week. It was awful. I was like 1-5 or something. But yeah, no. It's interesting that Kieran is playing a much like heavier Starhorn here. I actually feel like that's kind of less favored against a matchup like Titan because they just don't have that like excess burn, you know? Because like once Titan comes down, it's so hard even with these like big guys like Visionar, and it's not like Ragnar where you can just hide behind a Juggernaut that's growing bigger and like spawn eggs everywhere. Like your only kind of reach is actually hitting Death of Spikes, and also like all these big cards like Haruspex, Juggernaut, Visionar, they're all just kind of like filling up your hand, which makes it a little more awkward for you to get off early like spikes and stuff when the Titan player isn't dumping their hand either.
Right. I don't know. I think I kind of like the going bigger strategy here because it's Lionel, right? Like, what are they gonna do when you just drop a Visionar and they have 5 mana?
But it's
They're just
Titan.
able to dominate the middle game, like until Titan comes down. And if you
But
have a Visionar that's so big, like we saw in the first game, that even Titan doesn't kill it, then
But we saw that Stoic Rooster has stuff like Lightbender and Sunset Paragon, which is two more cards that just end up beating up on it. Like, I think against most Lionar decks, yes, going really big is good, but in this specific instance, I think that without in this situation where Starhorn kind of works a bit differently than Ragnora does, I'm not as big a fan of like the just going way bigger
so you'd
option.
rather try and go faster and try and go under them
I
before
think
they
so.
get
I mean,
Titan.
like the only healing they tend to play, and I guess Stoic Rooster's showing me that I'm wrong here. The only healing that I think Titan tends to play consistently is Azure Herald, maybe a healing Mystic, but Stoic Rooster going for the Scintilla, which you know, given the fact that they've got the so is this the right game? This is not the right game. Not
Oh
for
no.
Kieran. I'm gonna pause this.
Yeah,
Just a
Stoic
second.
Rooster saying in chat that he
Yeah.
didn't draw any of his sideboard cards last game, so maybe a Scintilla's part of what he boarded in against the more aggressive strategy.
Yeah. Although it's kind of weird because Kieran actually went less aggressive. So Kieran with the 400 IQ, which I still disagree with, even if it does get sideboard teched against. But yeah, no. Looking at this, they
Well, that's the mind games, right? That's the sideboard jukes. They bring in all their stuff to beat one strategy, then you just switch it up and come from a completely different angle.
yeah. All right. Sorry about that, folks. I picked the wrong game. I clicked the one above it, which is against Spammer Noob. We're almost caught up on this secondary hand. Alright, there we go. Now back to your regularly scheduled duelist.
Stoic Rooster with the 2016 Lionar card start hand.
Hey man, it's a good year.
Some things never change.
Yep. There's no way to kill the Kujata here. I was like looking for a line with like some fancy like lion footwork. But I don't think it's possible.
Dance on over there. And yeah.
Not bad, not bad. I think you could have moved the lion back one more without too much ability to punish. So having the lion there with the ability to pump it is nice.
Take a look at Stoic Rooster's hand right now. What do you think about that Mage Swan?
Well, you saw Amplification game 1, so and Greater Fortitude, I think. And so you know you're hitting Amplification and Greater Fortitude in BBS. But I don't think we saw them in game 2, so it's possible they boarded them out. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's better against ones where you're like expecting to see or against Starhorns where you're expecting to see like Entropic Gaze.
Yeah, I'm not sure like what he's going for here, because it doesn't stop the Decimus combo, right? Although it does stop them using the Bloodborne spells to a bit of damage control, maybe.
Yeah.
We'll see how it works out.
Also, they're giving up the clear with just Lion and Face. I think that Stoic can afford to take 6 damage here. But like what you can do is you can just like run the Lion. You can roar the Lion, run it up 1, run it down, run you down, kill the Visionar, and then slam an Iron Cliff and have them like sandwiched between a Silver Guard and an Iron Cliff.
Seems pretty good.
Although it looks like Stoic might not be going for that line as they're moving the Lion first. Oh. No, they're not going for that line. I like that line.
I like it too. Maybe he's scared of taking the face damage here, though.
Oh, no, they just don't want to give up the Lion. Interesting.
Paragon's a pretty clean answer to that Visionar, so I can definitely respect that. The make or break point here is going to be, how does he position to play around the Macantor?
Yeah, you gotta remember it's the 5-mana Macantor.
Yeah, going into 5 mana, it's not what you think of, but he does have the Kuhata down there.
Yeah.
So he's got to remember. It could be possible that he is fine with being Macantor, because it doesn't kill the Silver Guard, and it would die to the Silver Guard.
Yeah, but at the same time, you know, Kieran does have a full clear here, should they want one.
Yeah, I mean, looking at his hand, it's not like he has many other players.
Yeah, no. I mean, even with this, yeah, Stoic's still at 19. This is not looking too good. Well, Stoic is holding on to the Mage Sworn. And I don't know how I feel about holding on to the Mage Sworn.
It could be a call saying, I see you going down to 2 cards in hand, and you probably don't have card draw other than spikes, right? Because you're Starhorn, so you rely on your Bloodborne spell. So I'm just going to play Mage Sworn and then starve you out with value.
That's true, that's true. I'm not sure how I feel about the Ironcliff positioning here, though. I think I like the Ironcliff being played where the Metallurgist got played. Either that or right next to me, because playing it where the Metallurgist is would play around Macantor, whereas playing it next to me would allow me to roar it, like it couldn't be blocked off. And here you see it's blocked off now, it can't kill the Slasher.
Yeah. Good points.
Yeah.
So good positioning there from Kieran, just really punishing him for that, for where he played the Ironcliff and just making it really awkward.
Yeah. Looking ahead, though, Stoic could do some fancy thing where they like kill the 2/3, heal the Ironcliff, like let it get hit by the Lava Slasher with the intention of blood tearing it the turn after.
Very nice, but I have a feeling he's gonna just slam that Mage Swan that he has been putting a lot of faith into.
Nah, they're just slamming another Ironcliff. Although I think at that point, it's just so messy because like Macantors have like a really nice amount of value. with this.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about where he's played that, because he's letting him Macanto the weaker one,
Yeah.
which is kind of free, but also he's giving the Lava Slasher and Starhorn the choice of what they want to punch.
Yeah, no, there is no denial there. Now they're going to lose both their guys. I mean, they do get to Blood Tier or Tigress BBS, which is, like, pretty good. I'm not saying that's bad at all, but...
Kieran hanging in here, though. And he gets the spikes! Wow! What a god.
Although they got plenty of healing.
Stoic Rooster just replaced the Latikris. Wow.
Yeah, that's... Man, they're really putting a lot of value in this Mage Thorn. It's like, what have we even seen that this Mage Thorn is hitting? Well, we're gonna watch as that Mage Thorn prevents Stoic Rooster from dealing more damage. I guess technically taking 2 more damage as well, but I don't like this trade.
Save some true life. You got to imagine Kieran's a little happy not to see a Titan come down there.
Oh, definitely. No, Blood Tier Titan would be a whole different story. Although I guess they'd still have the Decimus spikes, but you'd still have to deal with a 5/7. Technically a 7/7 with Roar the next turn. Yeah, just going in there, getting as much damage as they can. I wonder if that's some stupid...
That Decimus and spikes isn't in his hand, right?
No.
Okay, good.
The secondary hand is a little bit slower because it's in the browser. I wonder if there's a weird fancy lethal off of a Lightbender on the Mage Sworn into Roar, like Arclight Sentinel or something. I don't think so, but it'd be very cute to say the least.
I think he was 2 points off there.
No, you fucking slam that 3/8 in. Like, I do not like this. I do not like this.
Yeah, get in there.
Like, look at Kieran's hand. Kieran loves seeing Stoic Rooster just being like, I'm gonna back off. It's fine. Everything's okay. Looks at hand of like Haruspex, Visionar, Macantor, Juggernaut.
I can see where he's coming from here, right? He's thinking, I just want to back off, heal up, make sure I'm not dying this turn, and then just top deck Titan.
I mean,
but at the same time,
it's fine to back off with Argent, but why the Mage Sworn?
He's like putting himself into the position here where he's forced to top deck the Titan, right? He's circulating his whole game plan here around, I am going to draw Titan in my next 2 or 3 draw steps.
Yeah.
Whereas if you maybe just take the more aggressive line, you're not forcing yourself into that top deck.
Yeah, that's true. Well, Kieran's got some decisions to make, you know? I feel like Decimus always clears the Lightbender.
I think you can just Macantor this, right? Like, clear up the board.
Yeah, you could just Macantor this. I was trying to find a way to sneak in the Juggernaut.
I'd be worried about just having stuff die to Titan, though.
Probably. I mean, I guess you just need to clear the board. Also, a small thing, but the Juggernaut cannot be flashed because of the Mage Sworn.
Maybe that was what he was going for. That's why the Mage Sworn's in here.
Nah, because we didn't see the Juggernaut last time. Alright, here comes the Juggernaut. Here comes the big boy.
Is that just dice to...
Right.
Wow! Oh my god!
Although
Kieran played it just exactly where it dies to Titan, and then straight off the top of the library.
Technically speaking, though, maybe the best plan here is to just back up, develop Latigris, and start throwing spears across the map.
I like that.
You know?
You can trade your minions into the Decimus so the Juggernaut doesn't have anything to punch.
But, like, do you even care about the Juggernaut punches? I guess you can get, like, Ragebinder off of it, so yeah. You do a bit, but, like, you know, Tigress and then, like, Tigress BBS into Arclight Tigress. Or no, you can't BS because of fucking Mage Sworn. God damn, Mage Sworn.
Yeah, he could, like, if you just play the Tigris and then follow up with a Titan, you can kill him over, what, 2 turns? Yeah, so not going for the Titan here.
Yeah. I think you back up too. I think if you're planning on winning off this Tigress, you want it to be as far away from anything as possible.
Oh, I love that Deoltus.
Yeah, no,
He's just saying, deal with this, and if you can't deal with it, you've got to move your Juggernaut backwards.
Yeah. And there's your inevitability. I really don't like this Mage Sworn not just sort of getting in there, though. This Mage Sworn is definitely being more beneficial to Kieran than it is to Stoic Rooster at this point. And I guess what Stoic's actually doing is like, you know, I'm just gonna play Titan Azure Herald next turn. Like completely close myself off.
Yeah, I do really like his line here. Nicantor not really gonna do much here.
No, it is not. And actually, no, this isn't just lethal. Oh, very nice Mecantor onto the tombstone, though. Ooh, and
wow.
Ragebinder.
That's so clever.
Yeah, no, that was very nice sequencing.
I gotta know, Mr. Hacker, what are in the eggs?
Yes, so the party favors. Celebrant, Windstriker, Hailstone, Drybone, Brightmoth. So nothing super relevant. The Windstriker is sort of interesting because, you know, it's like so backline that you could just fly over into whatever formation Stoic is trying to put together.
Yeah, that's 1 damage. 1 flying damage. And
well, it's one flying damage. It's also a platform, you know.
Right,
if, like,
exactly.
If Titan clears up all this garbage nearby, Stoic is feeling that tombstone. Tombstone being slightly detrimental in some ways.
I'm so impressed.
Yeah, and a second Juggernaut. I don't think you play that Titan in range of the Juggernaut, though. Yeah, I like that more. I like that even more. I think you just play the Titan there. Then
Kieran is gonna have so many stats.
Kieran is. However, they don't have a way of dealing with a 4-2 ranged force field. And they have 8 life. Yeah, even with the Windstriker being able to hit the Tigris ones, they still need to replace into a...
Exactly, Mecantor, right? Or Lava Slasher.
Mecantor or a Lava Slasher, yeah. Or some, like,
if he
sideboard
does,
thing.
though, how does Stoic Rooster come back in? Like, it's so much stats.
Yeah, I mean, they've kind of been relying on it, like... Well, I guess the way they come in is they top deck another Tigress, you know? Top decks for top decks.
Fair enough. So, Kieran, he's got 2 turns now to replace into something to get out of this situation.
Admittedly, the Bloodbound spell being locked on Kieran's side is irrelevant, as they have no other options. They have very limited options to win this game very quickly. Because Stoic still has some room to back up, so they don't even have to worry about working their way through all these Titan-enhanced minions.
At the same time, though, I imagine Stoic Rooster really wouldn't mind the extra cards right about now. And having access to Roar would be pretty big as well.
No, definitely. Now they're surrounded. The Juggernauts surround.
I love it.
Oh man, this is a pretty messy game.
Airdrop in a second Juggernaut.
Titan is not what you want to see. Admittedly, you can just like Lightbender the second Juggernaut and then clear it with clear their backline with all this stuff and go face with Tigress. You know.
Sounds pretty good here.
Yeah, move that guy back, play the Lightbender in that little corner. That seems good.
So Kieran quite decidedly not trying to go under Titan here. Definitely going very much over the top.
Yeah. And this still does. Oh, did they just? No, the Azure Health can't move. I didn't know if they like missequenced something.
Yeah, it's dispelled anyway, so it wouldn't be the end of the world.
Yeah. You know, not until it goes tectonic spikes, greater fortitude, greater fortitude, greater fortitude.
Oh, the well played!
Alright, denying that additional draw. I think they've got a replace, but it looks like it did not land. Even with our delayed timeline. Yeah, it's interesting how Tigris really gives these Titan decks the ability to kind of like fort up. You know, and just like retreat across the board well in Titan formation instead of having to just like move forward through something like a Juggernaut.
Yeah, definitely adds in a whole extra dimension to the
Oh,
like
there's
lineup.
the Lava Slasher that was needed last turn.
Oh, one turn too late.
Yep.
Yeah, so worth noting, if he just held the Windstriker back, he could have cleared the Latigris this turn.
Could they have? Even though it's in the corner?
Right? Just fly the Windstriker in, punch off the force field, and then
But
Slasher it?
No, because it was corner protected by the Lightbender and the Mage Sworn.
Oh, was it? I thought there was an extra row.
No.
Right.
So
yeah, well
it did a good job of denying that. So yeah, GG. Nah, I couldn't quite... Went very over the top of Titan, but couldn't get out of range of the spear. So.
Yeah, so that's interesting, because the game plan that Kieran went for of slamming Juggernauts, just trying to go big, it definitely worked out. He definitely got what he wanted to do done, and it still just wasn't good enough against Stoic Roosters, Latigrises, and Titans.
Yeah. Yo, Icicle, did you change your name again? Or did you unfriend me for whatever reason? Because the next game was going to be Jason, aka Icicle, aka I Will Win MDL versus Draco Moriarty. However, I'm not seeing an I Will Win MDL in my friends list right now.
Oh man, chat telling me just how much I suck, saying that Latigris had 4 attack anyway, so you'd lose your platform to Lava Slasher.
Get destroyed.
Could you just, like, play a 2-drop and then punch it and then Lava Slasher it?
That's,
Maybe he didn't have it.
Yeah, alright. Icicle, what did you do? Why aren't you showing up? Alright, there we go. I found you now. I don't know why you weren't showing up in my search, but good enough for me. Let's try my 50-50. Nope, lost my 50-50. So now I'm 1 for 3. I'm so bad at calling coin flips. This is absolutely insane.
It's like those people who are just inexplicably really, really good at rock, paper, scissors.
Yeah,
and as much as you try and tell yourself that it's just a 50-50.
Hey man, rock, paper, scissors is a psychological game.
See, when I play, I don't buy into that. I just pick one. If they know my psychology more than I do, then, like, good on them.
Alrighty. So, yeah, for our second game of the day, we've got Icicle versus Draco Moriarty in a Battle of the Wanderers, I believe.
Oh, great.
Your
I'm
pick.
really looking forward to this, actually. I want to see how Wanderer Vet fares against...
I love Wanderer Vet. I actually think Wanderer Vet is like pretty good against Wanderer Reva. Just because those 3/3 Iron Dervishes like hit so hard, and you have like really good answers to opposing Wanderers in the form of like Sandswell Reader.
Yeah. 3/3 Iron Dervishes are just so big. And
Yeah,
if
they
they get
really
Fault
are.
Down as well, then...
Also, I disagree with Draco's decision to not play Blood Tier here.
Yeah, maybe just looking at his hands, it's all 3 drops.
Yeah. Admittedly, not punished because of Icicle's decision to just play Rash's Curse.
I don't think that was a decision. I think that was his only option.
Yeah.
Super unlucky.
Well, it's interesting because Draco had the option. They both had the option to waste a spell to draw a card. Draco didn't take it, and I Will Win MDL did. I Will Win MDL decided I want to cycle a card out of my hand. Draco was like, I want to keep all my cards. And then they still play the Blood Tier for little to no value.
To be fair, I think a Blood Tier is a significantly better card, especially in the early turns, than Rash's Curse.
I guess so, but Rash's Curse is really important against stuff like Key Beholder, especially, which can be very difficult to deal with. Admittedly, looking at Idle and MDL's hand, you've got like Fizzling Mystic and Blood of Air, so you've got options, but still, it's a pretty dangerous card, I think.
Oh, that Lightbender feels bad. Actually, it's not so bad.
Yeah, no, it's not terrible.
Notably denying the Wanderer.
Yeah. I was trying to wonder if Blistering Scorn would warrant any consideration, but I think that since you've got the BBS turn coming up, and it also becomes a 4/3 due to the Panda because it wouldn't be dispelled, I think it's fine just doing this. Alright.
Draco doing just exactly what Wanderer Reaver wants to do, which is develop kind of a sticky board that's hard to deal with, so you can just slam Wanderer on curve.
Yeah, they also did a really good job of blocking I Will Win MDLs off from the tile. So, it's very difficult to take the tile. You have to spend mana in a weird way, which we're going to see here, where it goes Maw into Portal Guardian into BBS instead of something that would probably be more favorable. However, this does mean that I Will Win MDL has the option to play their Wanderer first.
Yeah, not a bad turn actually.
Yeah.
And pretty good spawn there on the Iron Dervish. It would have been just tragic if it got one of the other ones that dies to the Wild Tower.
Yeah, definitely. I think it was a 40% chance, 40 versus 60.
So is Draco able to deal with the Portal Guardian in such a way that Icicle can't just slam Wanderer here and get value off of it? Might have to jump through some hoops here with his positioning.
Yeah. Alright, well, another board demanding answers. I think I like just starting to chip away at the Portal Guardian, because you will have to deal with it eventually, because the Wanderer is going to come down and make it a, like, 1-9 if you don't do anything about it. But, I'll win MDL's got that Gust in hand, and depending on the spawns on Gust, it's not very hard to, like, basically full clear the board. He'll leave
Sadly, he used his Bloodborne spell last turn, so doesn't have that option.
Just gonna play the Wanderer then.
So it might even have been worth just holding out for that. But no, he knows it's 6 mana, it's the Wanderer mirror. Whoever can slam their Wanderer first is going to have a pretty big advantage.
Although, if Draco did have, like, a Juxtaposition or a Sunset Paragon, you know, there's a number of cards here that would put Draco in actually a pretty good position.
Yeah, Jux Wanderer would be pretty good. Anything else, and we're going to have Gus coming in with 2/3/3 Rush Dervishes.
Or we're going to have a Superior Mirage on a Tusk Boar. For 3/4 Tusk Boars. 3/3/4s that will bounce back to the hand. I wonder if they bounce back and remember that they're Mirages or not. Real questions. I know that... Alright, I know that Poncho and Spammer Noob did a bunch of testing on Superior Mirage interactions. Did y'all ever test bouncing a Tusk Boar, or playing on a Tusk Boar and seeing if they bounce back?
I need to know.
Mirages.
So yeah, I think that's what we're gonna see.
Yeah, Superior Mirage, deal 1,000,000 damage does not seem like the worst play I have ever seen.
So they do bounce, but are they going to stay ephemeral when you play them again?
Yeah,
that's what I want to know.
Yeah, that's what I was asking Starkly, is if when you bounce them, if they remember that they're a Mirage. Oh no! Playing around the Superior Mirage to get rid of the Wanderer. That's actually a very clean play by Draco.
Very heads up.
It's very sad that it's going to walk into a Blistering Scorn, but it was a very clean play.
I think that's got to be all but game, right, for I Will Win MDL?
No, Blistering Scorn, Rocky, BBS, all boosted. Yeah, it seems like game.
So Draco just not even finding the space there to play Wanderer after, like, I would say a pretty dominant start.
Well, they both had kind of awkward starts. They've both been able to answer each other's boards quite well up until this turn, I think. I think this is the turning point, to say the least.
Yeah, I gotta say, when he replaced into More on that critical turn to then go and deny the mana tile,
yeah,
that was a godlike top deck, definitely. Changed the course of this game.
Mm.
So yeah, hide Blood of Air, and it's not lethal, but it's pretty damn close.
Is it 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15? Yeah, no, not quite. It's like putting them to 1. Seeing that Icicle has, or Alwyn MDL has both Bone Swarm, I guess they have lethal with Bone Swarm. But it's interesting to see that they have a little bit more spells in their Wanderer list with like Bone Swarm and Rasha's Curse and stuff. Rasha's Curse technically benefits, but it's still only on that turn that it benefits. So.
I guess just looking for that early interaction, knowing like I have the strongest late game, I just have to get there.
Yeah.
Because I mean, at the end of the day, after you've dropped Wanderer, your Bloodborne spell makes 3/3s.
Yeah.
Like that's enough value. It doesn't matter if your spells don't benefit.
Fair point, fair point. Alright, let's get this game set up. I won this coin flip. Lucked out, won a coin flip. There's that one.
I Will Win MDL starting player 2 again. That's Gotta feel sad for Draco.
Yeah, no. Always feel sad when your opponent gets that one extra mana, guaranteed.
And he has the car in hand right now as well, which is definitely going to be huge if he can generate enough dervishes to make use of it.
Don't even need that many, you know. It's kind of funny because with the Wanderer buff, I mean, Ka just being like a 4/4 flying face damage is not honestly a bad card on its own.
Right, even without the dervishes.
Yeah, and even if you have like one dervish, just like an annoying to kill 4/4 is like actually pretty rough. But
I really hope we see Mizuchi this turn.
I'm actually interested. Draco is a Wanderer player who has still played Thunderhorn for like a long time. I've like not been as big a fan of Thunderhorn in my Wanderer lists since it became a 4/4.
Hey, when Lava Lance is banned, when Lucent Beam is banned,
I guess you're right. 4 damage cards have been banned, though admittedly Draco is playing the same list as they played before the ban as well. But that is like a pretty interesting statement to make, is that you are able to play 4 health minions a bit more safely now than you once were.
Is it Sun Sister Steropi's time to shine? Probably not.
I would say ask Galaroo, but they've had to take the first few weeks off. They're the one who I know into the Steropi. Thunderhorn actually looking pretty decent here. You know, with the immobile obelisk forcing a Lightbender out here, which is like fine.
Yeah, I mean, when you play a 4-mana 4/4 and your opponent answers it with a 4-mana 3/3,
yeah,
pretty good.
You can still clean up the obelisk if you want. Clean up the obelisk, clean up the Lightbender. Seems like a fine play to me.
Oh, he can go Tatsu, the Lightbender, and then play Mizuchi. And you just know IWU MDL is just going to want to trade both things in. Like, trade his minion in and punch the Thunderhorn with face.
Yeah. No, it's so rough to not be able to. I was thinking about the placement on that, because you could really try and go all the way with the like bluff and just like put it in their face and say, hey, here's a Mizuchi, you can't attack. But I guess this means you might actually be able to trigger your Mizuchi instead of just saying that you aren't going to be able to and hoping they misplay and allow you to. Awuga, stream title is wrong. I need to get in touch with Dalbaz because the Meltdown towns. Alright, got his Mizuchi off. Easy.
Oh man.
You get to see
That's so big.
Yeah. Now nothing is going to survive. I mean, I guess that Scorn like could survive.
Do you just Superior Mirage that? Like, what do you do?
Superior Mirage is an interesting one because, well, it only has backstep too, so you can't just clear it. But yeah, go in for the Mirage. But yeah, no, Awuga, the stream title is wrong because we have 2-factor authentication, and I just need to get in touch with Dalbaz so that I can get Nightbot working again, so that I can use commands to change the stream title. Until then, it will be Team Wars Finale. When I upload these to YouTube, they'll have the correct name, though.
What a finale it's been.
Yeah, no. It's been a 3 whole casts of one finale. I don't even know. Okay, we actually have someone from Reaper's Armory playing in this match. Draco Moriarty was on Reaper's Armory, so you know.
Yeah, I am very much aware of that. I think he single-handedly swept our team, or something like that. I think it was Draco.
Yeah, so Draco just trying to find a way to keep their Mizuchi alive.
I will win MDL, saying in chat, I honestly forgot Mizuchi was a thing. So the card definitely doing what it's supposed to there.
Yeah. Alright, I like this, and then you can put the other Heartseeker like behind you if you really care about the backstab on general. Yeah. I mean, I guess there's not much reason to not do it. I think Draco should have played the Cryptographer 1 back, though. Just deny any backstab opportunity, and also removes the Cryptographer from giving Elwyn MDL a good hit off.
I mean, do you even care about the backstab? It's ephemeral anyway.
You don't really care about the backstab, but you definitely care about the general hitting.
Right. Oh, this is brutal.
These blistering scores getting their full value here.
I mean, it's good, but then you still get backstabbed by a Mizuchi.
It's true. They could have walked one forward and played it in front of them. That would have prevented it.
Yeah, he wanted to clear the crypto with his face.
However, they could also just fly their Mizuchi into a corner and force the Mizuchi to, like, go over somewhere else and not backstab the...
This gone?
Yeah.
Or
Wait,
just
why?
provoke
Wait.
it? Whoa!
I mean, you could have provoked it there. You could have provoked it and kept your Mizuchi alive. All I'm saying. But now Draco actually has a very nice Bone Reaper clear. Mizuchi into Blistering Scorn, attack the 1/4.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's got to be a misclick, right? And confirmed in chat it was a misclick.
Confirmed for misclicks. All right.
Feels bad, man.
So long as it was a misclick, that's understandable.
Yeah, and Draco just got such a huge punish here with Bone Reaper. Well, like, whatever he wants to do, really. He has so many options.
Yeah, they could backstab the Blistering Scorn. They could Bone Reaper. They could backstab Blistering Scorn and Bone Reaper to provoke Xerix. I think that's probably the best play. Bone Reaper is pretty difficult to deal with, even though Wanderer of Vitruvian is slightly better at it. However, they would need a platform card because they've correctly positioned around Sans World Reader.
Or just a Lucky Bloodborne spell.
Yeah, but you know, if I'm telling my opponent, hey, I'm going to give you a 40% chance to be able to Sans World this, that's like a pretty good hedge.
Icicle has those.
Not right now, they don't.
So do you just like slam Fault and then hope to clear with Khan next turn? Like,
no, you're just getting backstabbed.
So like whatever you play just gets backstabbed here.
Yeah, I mean, I guess since you have the Ka, maybe you do. Because playing the Wanderer here actually makes the Ka slightly worse. Because the Bone Reaper isn't going to be a 3-attack minion. So yeah, that's an interesting question. Is since you have the clear, and you know they're playing Wanderer, so they're just playing big stupid idiots, should you just go for it?
I might have gone for it.
That might have been the winning play, honestly, because it really gets them to just say, all right, I'm just going to slam my Wanderer, you know?
Yeah, and just playing Wanderer here, you can now clear the Wanderer with your backstab plus the Bone Reaper.
Yeah.
And then you can just hide away behind a 3/10 provoke.
Yeah. Nah, all right. I'm actually down for the play Fault play. How much damage would you take? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You'd be down to 7. It's tricky, I guess. Because they would get Wanderer plus Bloodbound spell. But you can clear the Heartseeker.
I mean, at some point you just have to start playing to win, right? Like,
yeah.
They've got their Wanderer down first, pretty much.
Well,
they've got this huge board.
It was more of, you know, do I die that turn? Because if I die that turn, obviously I'm not going to win. But I think since you don't, I think that was the best option for actually winning. Because then you could follow up your Fault with a, like, Kron or a Wanderer, depending on what you needed. And it's so hard to play Wanderer minions, like Wanderer boosted minions, multiple of them that don't die to Ka at 3 health.
Exactly.
But I think this is just game.
Looking pretty over.
And it's actually interesting, because, because if you played the Wanderer on that turn, since they played the Wanderer, you could look ahead and say, well, I know they have Wanderer BBS. Can I beat Wanderer BBS by playing like this? And the answer is no. You can't beat Wanderer BBS by playing like that. So you were just relying on them misplaying, essentially. Whereas the Fault gave you an actual out to say, hey, I have a shot at this game. So I think that playing the Fault, I think YOLO Fault was 100% correct.
Yeah, I'm on board there as well.
Alright. And for the last game, Draco does not have to go second.
Alright.
Or does not have to go first. They get to go second.
Pretty good.
So I have heard.
Interesting that the Ray ban, which I understand was entirely meant to just turn down Fault a little bit, kind of hurts Wanderer Zerix a little bit as well, because you can no longer Ray onto Mana Tile.
No,
I
understand that. I know that Icicle specifically is miffed about that. But, that comes down to more of, except in very specific circumstances, I don't like soft bans. There is a very specific reason for the soft ban on Flash Reincarnation, which, to those who aren't aware, was basically because Flash Reincarnation being banned promoted Ragnora more than it did the other two generals. Like, a hard ban on Flash Reincarnation hurts Wanderer Ragnora, but then pretty much only hurts Vath and Starhorn. So it would just still be Ragnora as the only viable Magmar general. Which
I definitely see where you're coming from there.
Which is the only reason why I did a soft ban there. I hate the idea of soft bans. It gets so messy so fast.
You can't even soft ban Ray Fault to try and help out Wanderer Zerix, because Wanderer would just choose to play Fault over Ray anyway, probably, right? So.
Yeah, it's like...
Sometimes you ban cards aiming to hurt one thing, and then Wizard Brome ends up taking the beta instead.
Yeah, that's the real loss here. It's Wizard Brome taking a small hit. And by a small hit, I mean the only way they could close out a game. Speaking of closing out a game, let's close out a set. As we enter Game 3.
Alright, that is a good hand coming in for I Will Win MDL.
That it certainly is. That's not a bad hand for Draco either.
Yep, gets to double 2-drop. Which I think is actually, whenever I get to double 2-drop these days, it never feels very good, because you just go down a card. But in Wanderer, where you start with the extra card anyway, I don't think you really mind.
No, definitely. An interesting thought here is that I Will Win MDL actually has the choice of which minion they want to kill, even though the Shiro is the one that was presented. Because I've actually got the Maw Blood Tier, but I think here you just go Primus Shieldmaster Blood Tier, kill the Shiro.
Can you do that?
Your Shieldmaster won't be... Or no, you can't kill the Shiro. No, you can't. Never mind. Never mind.
I think I'm excited to see some more on more action here.
But I think what we were all really excited for was some Mortar Maw action here.
Oh no.
However, I don't think that's going to happen.
Lost to that card. Lost to that card the other day.
I mean, Mortar Maw is hella fun. I will give it that much. Also, this is pretty brutal by Owl and MDL, as they are now in a great position to be able to steal some tiles and flip this mana issue.
Yeah.
Get their Wanderer down first. They've got a healthy board. We are going to see the Maw to Maw. Oh, and a Tuskboar. Alright, never mind.
That's a full clear, right? Pretty good.
Yeah. Doesn't matter which one you hit there, Draco.
Well, he can clear the blood tier with his Shiro if he so desires.
Yeah, but no, to get the full clear, you have to do that, I think. Actually, not technically. You'd have to use either the assassination protocol or just use the Shiro. Yeah, I like using the Shiro. I don't like playing the Maw there. I like playing the Maw below the Shiro. I like playing the Maw below the Shiro and just getting the full clear, because then if they want to kill the Tuskboar, they have to have something for the Maw, or else you get to go into the Wanderer turn. I guess this is...
Oh, he's...
Okay. They're really just trying to secure that mana tile or secure their Tuskboar.
I think he's just saying, I would rather have Shiro board than Assassination Protocol in hand, which is super interesting.
Yeah.
I actually love seeing the Tuskboar and Maw start and like Primus Fist starts from Reaver, because it just brings me back to that broken Hyogi deck with Chroma where you just play all of the 2-drops. Because when you're playing like Tuskboar and Maw and Blood Tier and Primus Fist, that's like a whole lot of tempo 2-drops. It's actually a really strong early game. People don't realize.
Yeah. No, I've seen you play that deck. I will win MBL bringing in the Emerald Rejuvenator, which implies that they think they're going bigger, I guess.
Yeah, I think in general, Wanderer Zurich probably should win the longer game here. You've got access to Fault. I don't know if he's running like Swarm King Scarab, but you have a lot of huge late game bombs.
It's true.
Whereas Wanderer Reaver is typically going to be the aggressor.
It kind of depends on if like Heartseekers can get out of hand, I think.
Yeah.
Alright. And big provokes for big provokes, I guess.
Did he replace into that?
They replaced Tuskboar into it, I believe.
Oh, I'm excited for this Stars Fury.
Yeah.
I don't think there's any other play, right? You just gotta slam that.
Yeah, because that's a full clear. You still keep a 3/4 into your Wanderer turn. Like, they can Wanderer, but you've got a Repulsor Beast if you want to. You don't really want a Repulsor or a Kron with a Wanderer coming down. Like, 3/3 Prisoners are the real deal.
Especially when you get the ranged one.
Yeah. Or flying, even.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, no, you just
make a Skywing every turn.
There is no other play.
I love seeing this Stars Fury getting good value.
I love Stars Fury.
You don't see it very often these days.
No, but you know, when it's there, and when it's 3/3s, it's even better.
For sure.
I mean, I guess that's the old Fireblaze Obelisk Stars Fury. I wonder if Stars Fury would be okay at 4 mana nowadays.
Don't say it.
I mean, but think about it. It got changed to 5 mana in a world where 2-draw was happening, and like the boards were way messier because there were just like more 2-drop minions being played. Now with bigger minions being played, I wonder if it's like healthier in that way.
I don't want to face aggro Xerix with 4 mana Stars Fury. Like, you'd stabilize, okay, I'm safe, and then they Stars Fury and hit you for 8.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I just have fond memories of it.
For sure, fond memories, but I don't know. I wasn't really a fan of just lining up all your minions to play around Stars Fury and then getting blasted by Wildfire Rank.
Yeah, but like, think of the Saj. Because Saj can play Wildfire Ankh better than Xerix can. There are many things Saj can't do better than Xerix, but they can play Wildfire Ankh better. Also, this is interesting, backing off the Primus Fist, or the Primus Shieldmaster to offer the trade with the Wanderer.
I was going to ask what you thought about that, because it seems like you're not actually doing anything, you're just giving more options.
Yeah, no, I think you just hold them down. I mean, you're not like... You're technically... No, because if you just kept it in Raven's face, you're not even playing around Sunset Paragon. So yeah, I don't think I like offering them the trade, especially since they just want to be able to back off and play like 2/2 Heartseekers, you know? Like, all Draco wants right now is to like step back, start playing Heartseekers on the back line. Like, yeah, your 3/3s are going to be better than them, but I guess Draco's going a bit more aggressive. Feeling the need to or whatever. Alright. Making some pandas of our own.
Okay.
And with this...
Oh no!
Yeah.
Oh no!
Yeah, also,
Amazing.
with damage dealing things, I believe the Mirages trigger when they take damage, even though they're destroyed before they counterattack. So Panda is actually a pretty good Mirage target.
Yeah, I think you're right there.
This is
and he's gonna get to heal
backbreaking.
something as well.
Yeah, heal up the Shield Master. Yeah, this is actually brutal, because the Reva can't attack. Oh dear. Oh dear.
Yeah, and Draco just has nothing in his hand that can deal with this.
Yeah. And I Will Win MDL's hand is not weak either. That's a Gust.
Oh god.
That is a Gust making
card.
3/3s, actually, though.
I think that's just it.
Saying that they heal themselves because they're scared. I guess I can understand that. I think that you heal the Shield Master still when you're at 16 against Wanderer and this far up on board. I think you just want to keep them like fucking provoked, because then you can just slam your pandas into their face.
Yeah, that's an interesting question, because I guess if he does somehow kill the Shield Master, then you can just run away from the pandas and they're not that scary.
Yeah. Draco learning about an interaction mid. However, I don't think it's gonna have that much outcome or impact on the outcome of the game. Yeah, they're gonna try and play the Thunderhorn, but it's just not good enough.
Is he
Yeah,
dead?
you can just...
He's probably dead, right?
4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Yeah, they're definitely dead. Or they're just doing a fancy clear instead of killing them. I mean,
okay.
You know, whatever floats your boat. You're in a position where this will not punish you, but that could have been a punishable thing because you did have lethal.
Yeah.
I guess there is still lethal. Never mind. They just got to do they got to have their cake and eat it too. I thought they were like 1 or 2 damage off. All right.
Very nice.
GG. Yeah, no, that Superior Mirage Pando into corner provoke was super cool. Super cool.
That was a super interesting matchup, though.
Yeah.
I feel like Reva's kind of like the consistent one, right? They're going to do the same thing every game, pretty much, and then Zerix just has these bombs like that just completely change up the game, like we saw Mirage there, whatever it was in the first game.
Yeah, no. And I think it, like, I don't know, to me it's kind of interesting because it harkens almost to just like the ways that Songhai kind of struggles against Vitruvian in the first place when it can't play an aggressive strategy that can just put enough damage into face. Where, like, Vitruvian is just really good at putting more stats than Songhai can deal damage through on the board. Like, Vitruvian just sort of wins that, and it's like, for 2 decks that are, like, kind of similar, you can really see that sort of happen over the course of these matches, I think. So, for our last match of the day, though, we've got some more Vitruvian, but I'm pretty sure no more Wanderer.
Alright.
We've got our old buddy Riv versus 20th Century Boy.
Well, that should be a good matchup.
I know, Riv has been championing the Xerix as of late.
Full Xerix?
No, Sifron. Just like
Ooh.
mid-rangey bullshit Sifron. As you can see here with Monolithic Visions.
Monolithic Visions! Oh, man after my heart.
Because I'm guessing that Riv will replace Monolithic Visions out of this opening hand.
You wouldn't dare.
Yeah,
Sif is like...
Oh, what were you going to say?
Sorry, go on.
No, I was just going to say that it looks like they're on Ox.
Oh, I'm so excited for this. It's Sifra on a really interesting pick because it has some really solid matchups and some other ones that are just really hard. Like against anything Lionar, you just kind of play these big bombs like Grapnel and there's not much they can do.
Yeah, no, after playing quite a bit of my own like mid-range Sifron variant, which is a bit different from Riv's, but against non-aggressive things, the deck is really, really strong. Like, just the bombs you can throw down, and, like, the ways you can do it. Against aggressive things, like, it can get kind of awkward just because they can deal so much damage to your face.
I'm with you there. But what is that card 20 Cent Boy has just played?
What, Mercblood Devourer?
I'm so... Like, what is going on right now?
Please, you missed
amazing.
Last week. You missed last week of Zabiel playing Mercblood Devourer, Onyx Jaguar, Black Locust.
I saw the deck and cried a little.
Yeah, no, they 3-0'd with it. You know, there isn't a lot of Dispel right now, and you can just throw a ton of stats on the board sometimes. It's, you know, something I never thought I would see working, but something that I have seen working. Also, it is actually a nice little bit of defense against something like Grapnel, even if it itself can get Grapneled.
That's true.
But yeah, I've seen our latest Grandmaster actually play Mercblood Devourer in just a bunch of decks. I think they really enjoy the card.
Yeah, definitely a fun card. You're gonna see a 3/5 Battle Pando here.
Mm-hmm.
Gonna eat those Paxes. Then he can Blood Tear off the Metallurgist as well. Super clean.
Yeah. Unfortunately, you can't kill one of the Paxes this turn. Actually,
right.
do the Dervishes that spawn, will they take damage from the Pado?
No, they shouldn't.
Oh, okay. They did not.
Yeah, so maybe not quite working as 20th Century Boy was expecting there. Also, what is that line of Dervishes? Playing whatever that Vesper card is.
What, Wintertide?
Yeah.
I think it's just a fault that's been offset by one.
Yeah.
And also got dispelled and left a mana tile. You know.
No, I think it's
to pay attention to the number of misplays they make right here.
Alright, well. It's an interesting turn, actually. Do you just jam more golems? Probably not into the Pando.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really like this. He's going to use Equality Constraint. So that he only has to punch the Pando once.
Didn't take out the Blood Tear first, though. With the
that's definitely a misplay. But he is left with a whole Fault column of Dervishes.
Yeah, though, actually, 20th Century Boy can Battle Pando #2, Assassination Protocol, Blink, take the Mana Tile, kill the Celebrant, and all the Dervishes this turn.
Oh, that's brutal.
Yeah. Although, ironically, they're doing very poorly at not playing 3-drops for their Ox.
Yeah, so far we've played 1 drop and 3 3-drops.
Yep, 1 3/3/3, and then a 1-drop spell.
Not quite what you want to be doing with Ox, but
Yeah.
I mean, you can turn down a play like that.
Yeah, and getting the buff on the panda just for that added effect.
Yeah, he's saying it doesn't actually matter about these mana tiles down here. Like, you're not really expecting Sifron to chain a bunch of minions together after
Yeah.
he's played out all of his golems already.
Well, now we get to see a non 1 drop, non 3 drop being played probably. I don't see Dancing Blades not being played here, even if there's an option to play an Eternity Painter on the tile. I think you just give them the one dervish. You know, it's not like it has rush or anything. You can even play the Dancing Blades next to the Merkblood.
Pretty good.
5/7 blades. Yeah, seems alright. In the third panda. But yeah, see, this Merkblood has actually gotten quite a bit of value over the course of this game.
What does your 3-drop do? 3 mana Wanderer, pretty much.
Yeah, no. I'm pretty sure. And now it's a Wanderer for the other side. Yeah, look at
Grapple coming in as a 6/6.
Yeah, look at how much value this Merkblood Devourer has gotten for both players. However, I think it's just going to get Eternity Painted, and that's going to be the end of this game. I mean, there's a Monolithic Vision.
I wouldn't say it's the end of the game. 20th Century Boy is still quite a way off of Ox, right? He's only hit 1.
Riv is going to take 5 here and go to, like, 8. Facing down a 5/5 and a 3/4 that has to be dealt with. At least that's my thought. You know, 20th Century just goes down, contests the mana tiles, kills the Dervish, plays Eternity Painter off of the Dancing Blades that they move to where they're standing now.
Yeah, I think Riv's game plan from here is pretty clear of play 5 mana removal spells until you can cast Monolithic Visions, and then hope it does something.
Yeah. Wait, are they not playing Eternity Painter? Oh, they're going for Celebrant into. Although this is actually really bad. This is a misplay, isn't it? Oh no, because they can just put it down there. Never mind. They don't have to play it next to Sifron.
I really like that. Just taking the chance while you have it to get rid of the sand tile and also to play your 2-drop, because you need to play that at some point, and
yeah,
it can like really put off your curve in Ox.
Yeah, no, definitely. It's an interesting choice, preventing Sifron from getting away versus contesting the mana tiles. Because you could have played the Celebrant. You could have played the Celebrant like below and been able to take both tiles, but they chose not to.
Yep.
Also, Riv really hoping to take that mana tile next turn. Just, you know.
Somehow I don't think he'll get there, but I'm hoping he does.
Nah, they're just conceding the tile and trying to protect their blood tier. That's probably the better play.
Sifron's Bloodborne spell coming in quite handy there. You're just saving the damage, keeping him a bit healthier.
Yeah, although they could have actually played the blood tier and gotten the 9 mana if they had gone onto the bottom tile. Like, they'd be at 2 less life, but the Celebrant would be at 0/4, and so they couldn't clear the blood tier. Which would mean they'd just be able to Monolithic Visions or force 20th Century Boy to play something on the tile, at the very least.
Can he just like punch the blood tier or walk onto the tile?
Not with a 0/4 Celebrant.
Like with his face.
Yeah, but like they wouldn't be able to take the tile this turn.
Right.
So they'd be forced to play something on it. But you know, they played something on it anyways. This is not looking so hot. I mean, anything's possible with Monolithic Visions, but we've still got a turn to get there. But now the real question is, in a competitive setting, Okay. I guess we have an actual play now. I was gonna say, do you go for the...
No, you never replace monolithic visions.
Well, I was
Like,
gonna
how
say,
else are you
no.
gonna-
I was gonna say, do you show monolithic visions or do you concede and hide it?
Oh, fair enough. Well, you never know when it's gonna win you the game.
It's true. Also, they have a choice to take that mana tile or to block the EMP with Grimes.
What does 20th Century Boy have left on Ox? Because he could be trying to prevent.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It looks like they've got Ox.
They've got it.
Yeah. So then they chose not to play Ox last turn. Interesting. I mean, maybe they were just like saving. I don't know why you would save Ox. Oh, maybe they hadn't played a 4?
Yeah, that's right. We hadn't seen the 4 yet.
Yeah, no, there would be no reason for them to do anything else otherwise. Yeah, there was the Ox, and then into Kron.
Oh, that's brutal. Goes face as well.
So technically that was a missed lethal if they had moved adjacent to Sifron or played the Kron or the Thunder.
Alright, here we go! Here we go!
Alright, so you don't hide it. You don't hide it for next game. You see if you can.
I think you sideboarded out for next game, if I'm gonna be honest.
Yo, but that double clinger into the 0 mana wildfire Ankh.
Value.
No bombs to proc. What? Come on, Riv. Why did you not play like all the spells off of it? Like, what's the point? If you're not gonna win, you at least play all the spells. That's how you play Monolithic Visions. You're not hiding any information. These people not knowing how to play Monolithic Visions like a pro.
You can't let them know that you pulled 2 Atom Clingers off of your visions. You gotta hide that information.
Yeah, like, what good's it do? Alright.
What could you have even got there that would have dug him out, though?
You ponder that while I play this game.
Sounds good. Like, for 4 mana? That is a question for chat.
Yeah, chat. Find somebody's screen cap and find a 6-card hand pulled off of Visions that would save Riv and or win Riv that game.
What 6 Bone Swarms have got there?
I don't think so. I think the Kalios is at like 17.
Your 4 mana Star's Fury?
I was thinking something along the lines of, well, no, because you couldn't Frenzy. Probably something off of, like, Iris Barrier, Time Maelstrom, Aurora's Tears, Aurora's Tears. Or, like, Hexblade, Time Maelstrom?
Right, yeah.
Maybe? I don't know. Hexblade, Iris Barrier, Time Maelstrom, Aurora's Tears. That might have been lethal. I don't know.
We've got Fire Blaze and a bunch of Rash's Curses.
Ooh, what about a number of Fire Blazes and then Blood of... Or
Whisper of the Sands, yeah.
I think an issue here is that we don't actually remember how much health 20th Century Boy had.
Yeah.
Makes it very hard to calculate lethal.
A ton of Entropic Decays. Might not have got there though, because then he'd just get sniped by Ox the next turn.
Yeah.
6 Dust Drinkers, I love it.
Yeah, actually, because that's, what, 6 factorial damage, right? Or no, not factorial, because you don't multiply it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's 21 damage.
Yeah, that would have gotten there. So 6 Dust Drinkers.
In this game, it looks like Riv has boarded in Inner Oasis and
I believe Riv actually has an Oasis main board.
main board. Okay, well, he's kept it in, and it's getting some good work done here.
Yeah, no. I mean, Songhai doesn't like large amounts of health, as we've seen previously. Even when they have fairly minion-based strategies, you know, they just don't have many options of dealing with it. Minions aren't great at it, and neither are their spells.
1 damage ping to every minion. Not gonna get the job done here.
No,
Riv saying it is main board.
Yeah, and I know that Riv also plays Siroko's in their list, so Sirocco plus Oasis is definitely a fairly powerful top end, you know, and it's a neat one because it kind of goes wide and tall. Makes just a lot of very difficult to deal with guys, even if it is a bit inconsistent. And alright. Lightbender is pretty good here. Clears off most of the board. Leaves them with a 2-3 blood tier, but it also means that they've gotten their 3 into 4. We can see they're 5 into 6 as well, so they just need 1 and 7.
On track to pit. Just playing on curve.
Yep.
Riv's just sent me his list, and his sideboard is 3 Mirage, 3 Repulsor Beast, 3 Hollow Grovekeeper, and 3 EMP. So it'll be interesting to see what he actually brought in there.
Yeah, if anything?
Yeah, none of them are particularly good against Orcs. Maybe Repulsor Beast, because they're just slamming a bunch of big things, but
you
even
can
then...
bring a Hollow Grovekeeper for Kron and then get additional value because they have Bone Reaper in here now.
Yeah, doesn't seem like he was very well prepared for the Ox Kalios matchup.
Or I didn't think they needed to be well prepared for it. I mean, they do have, like, you know, Grapnel for a lot of Songhai's smaller minions, and then just the 5 mana removal for the bigger ones. Might not be a matchup they're particularly worried about. Riv saying they were not a fan of their sideboard this week. Man, sideboarding is such an interesting mechanic just in games.
Yeah, I've been playing a lot of MTG Arena recently, and it's just like a whole new brain space that I have no idea what I'm doing with.
I've also been getting into Arena a bit, though I've been playing best of ones because I'm still grinding for cards.
Right, yeah.
So, you know, but yeah, no, it's definitely something I've been having to think about readjusting myself to. And ooh, the nice corner provoke on the Kron, although they can.
And the range spawn.
Yeah. They do have the 1-for-1 Blood of Air, which is not necessarily where you want Blood of Air to be, but
you can reader it and then stand on the tile. That's pretty good.
It's true, but you can't reader. No, you could actually. I like readering it better, I think. Yeah, especially if you're just throwing that blood tier into face. I think you definitely should have readered there. Because what you could have done is gone down, put the blood tier into the Lightbender, and then Sandswirl Reader, walked onto tile and punched, left it 3/3 in a tile.
Riv choosing to go aggressive and push that 3 damage.
Squee, this is in fact the final match being streamed today.
There's a Geomancer? Wow.
Yeah, that's an interesting pick.
Quite like it. It's juicy.
Yeah, you know.
And I think that's exactly what you want to do here, right?
I mean,
Hasn't
yeah.
played. I guess he just played Kron, so.
When are you gonna get a better chance to play a Geomancer realistically?
Yeah, that's true.
Like, you know, if you have it in your deck, if you didn't sideboard it out, it means you want it. All your other cards are reactive, except maybe Battle Pando. But so I think you're just slamming Geomancer here. You know, force them to react to it. Start being able to just push damage phase to remove their guys.
Yeah, 5/4 is pretty big. I don't know if you want to just slam Grimes into a 5/4. Although
Probably.
playing Reader on the Geomancer is kind of questionable.
Yeah. Because they can just kill your reader in like multiple ways. Alright, they're just going with the Sirocco. Or even with this line, you can just Phoenix Fire, punch one of them, Dancing Blades another one. You could also get a really nice clear if you just play Pando into Blistering Scorn here.
Yeah, that's super cute. It's got to be his best option, right?
Probably. So whether or not they see the line is up in the air. You do take 5 damage this turn, but I think it's worth it because you put 4 damage into their face too. Look at their whole board. Alright, it looks like they've seen the line. If they're playing this Panda. Yeah, no, this is definitely one of the cooler plays out of Ox, I think.
Yeah, weird like Pseudo Tempest.
Yeah. Pseudo Tempest that leaves you with 2 bodies.
Yeah. Do you ever punch the 4-3, the 4-1?
I think I like punching the 4-1 and just getting my damage in. Because you can even block off Siphron from your general. Like, I like moving up with Kalios and moving Geomancer to where I was. You know, gives them fewer options. And I've got Phoenix Fire, so me running away is, like, actually viable. You know?
Yeah,
like,
just play more aggressive
if I run away
here.
and lose the board, it's going to be bad. It's like, no, if I run away, that's fine.
Riv replacing Visions here.
Obviously not believing in a new hand.
Yeah. Time will tell if that was the correct decision.
Alright, well.
So I like 20th Century Boy's position here. You've got the Phoenix Fire, which is value every turn, or just a 4-turn clock, if you want it.
Yeah. I mean, you could just like Eternity Painter, get your 6 down, start Phoenix Firing face, honestly.
Seems pretty good. How close is he to Ox? He must be almost there, right?
They haven't played they're 5 out of 7. They still need a 2 and then a 7 or 8.
Okay. Yeah, he would love to see an Answer Herald about now.
Oh, killing.
Wow!
I guess they're just going Mercblood Dancing Blades, get more stuff on the board.
Super aggressive, though.
Yeah. But, you know, I mean, Riv has not displayed very much ability to deal damage to face.
Yeah, we see the second wish, but there's no minion to play it on. That's gonna hit the bin.
There's no way that Riv just, like... Riv
Slams Grimes.
No!
Oh, yeah, here we go.
I was thinking, like, are they going to go in with not Face Striker, Wind Striker? Yeah, no.
I really like this.
Yeah, no, this is a really, really solid play. And actually one that doesn't have a good answer out of 20th Century Boy. Repulsor Beast doing a surprising amount of work here. Ooh,
I mean, you just gotta clear the artifact and body block as best you can, right?
Yeah, though there isn't a great way to... Well, I guess you can go 1, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, no, you have ways to do that.
You can play the Painter to clear up the minions, and then Phoenix Fireface and play Blood Tear.
Yeah, I think that's the correct play. It's like move 2 back, play Painter on the tile, maybe. Or move 2 back and... Move 2 back and maybe put something else on the tile. I don't know.
Yeah, so how is he going to play around Grapnel stealing the Eternity Painter here? That is the question.
Well, this is something that I liked, because it doesn't look like they're playing the Painter, is the thing. But I mean, they have to. They have
Yeah, they've got nothing else.
They should move the Mercblood one up, so that the Mercblood doesn't also get stolen, because I think that's pretty backbreaking.
Wow, this is gonna be the biggest grapnel.
Yeah.
6/6 grapnel coming down, stealing your Eternity Painter, making a Blood Tier into a Pando.
Yeah.
And he gets to play a 2/5 Herald.
Yeah. No, I really think that they needed to move the Mercblood out of the way so that they just took the Painter. That's brutal.
I mean, it wasn't even on my mind playing around grapnel, stealing your Painter, but
I guess you get to Painter into their Painter. You get to overpaint.
that's pretty good. Yeah, it's true. All of that board is still just Pandos.
Oh man.
So 20th Century Boy is definitely still in this, and he's got the Herald as well.
Yeah, my question is, do you Herald or do you Phoenix Fire Face?
Ooh,
There's a
I don't know.
first wish in Riv's hand. I've seen a second wish in their deck. I think you have to Herald.
Has 20th Century Boy seen the second wish?
Not yet. But also, like, you're dead to Blood of Air, first wish.
I don't know though, like at some point you've got to just say, if you have it, like that's an exact 2-card combo.
Yeah, but at the same time, if they just have the first wish, it gives them an additional chance to draw it, is the thing. And like, you've got a Dancing Blades. You've got other big things. I think the way you die here is by trying to just tempo them when you're at such low health. Like, you're both still trying to play this weird tempo game.
Yeah.
I think I like the Azure Herald better here.
I think you've convinced me, but have not convinced 20th Century Boy.
It's not an easy decision.
Yeah, I don't... Oh, he gets it!
Yeah, what did I say?
What a god!
What did I say?
This is the Riv top decking skills we know and love.
Not even Blood of Airing the Dancing Blades.
The
All
BM
right.
lethal. Wow.
1-1. But no, I don't know, it's a really weird situation you get into in like those positions where it's like, oh, well, you know, if they have it, they have it. But at the same time, you can be like, well, if they have it, like, can I make it so they don't have it, and can I win if they don't? I mean, I guess what you're playing around there is like, well, what if they play Monolithic Visions? Then I'm super far behind.
Because you're kind of giving them an extra turn, right? Like if they just back off and then play like a Swarm King Scarab, can you beat that?
Yeah. It's like not unfeasible for them to have a Swarm King Scarab.
Yeah, lots of things to think about there. And at the end of the day, you just gotta pick a line, and 20th Century Boy getting punished there.
Alrighty, well, let's hop into game 3 for our final game of the day.
Yeah, sounds like chat doesn't quite agree on the correct line there either.
Yeah, you know, it's not like you made a wrong decision when everybody can't quite agree on what you were supposed to be doing.
You just gotta know though, it's the heat of the moment, you're playing against Riverath, he'll always top deck what he needs. It's the dev secrets.
Chat is still discussing whether or not that play was correct or not. I don't know. Those are plays I really like. There's just so much to evaluate. And like, you know, the margin by which you are right and wrong is so small that it doesn't even really matter all that much.
Right, yeah.
But like the number of things you can evaluate in getting to that determination is a lot of fun. All right. First wish, second wish. Alright, let's get some Pantherin in here. I don't think Riv is playing Pantherin, but this is actually a very strong turn 1, or turn 2. You get a 3-3, a 3-4 that can't be damaged by generals. Or no, 4-5, not a 3-4. My bad.
How does Songhai answer that? It's got a Rip Lightbender, right?
Yeah. Or Flash Eternity Painter. Battle Pando, Death Strike Seal, Gotatsu.
Yeah, now he's just got to back off and take the damage again.
Yeah, I mean, this is just a brutal start. I mean, you could try and develop a Thunderhorn. You're going into a 5-mana Vitruvian turn. There's literally no safe place to develop a Thunderhorn.
Yeah, I don't know about you, but this looks pretty over to me already.
Yeah.
The Twilight Sentry Boy didn't even have a bad start. Like, he plays his Murkblood Devourer on turn 1. That's where you want to be with the deck. And he's just getting absolutely run over.
I mean, sometimes it happens. And I mean, I guess this is about as much as you can do. You know, play a few more minions, set up a ramp, get rid of the 3-3. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. That's absolutely fine, actually. Like, you know, still not in a winning position, but, you know, you've got a 5-5 Thunderhorn that forces the Metallurgist to back off or forces them to, like, Blood of Air, and they don't have it. They don't have the Blood of Air or the,
No, okay. You've got a Sandtile right there. That's what you've got.
Oh, okay. I didn't actually see the Sandtile readers. They, like, blended in my mind with the Sorokas because they weren't lit up.
Good positioning there, though. Making so you can't, like, Blood of Air and kill the other thing.
Yeah, no.
So this is just like right where that wants to be. Just huge tempo start. You're taking 4 every turn until you clear the 4-5.
Yeah.
And every turn, like, if you play something, it just gets bounced.
Yep. And against a deck that's like Ox and playing one thing a turn, that's just so rough. They actually do have a real choice here. Because they can... I kind of like moving the Murkblood back and just playing the Kron out of bounce range. Because you can play the Kron in a position where it can't get hit. And you can make it a 5-6. And you can clear the 3-3. I think I like that play.
At some point, you just have to kill that 4-5, though. Like, it's going to hit you in the face next turn.
It's true, but that's why I wanted to have an unbounceable Kron, because it forces them to have a Blood of Air. They have no answer other than Blood of Air to that. Or a 5-6 Kron. And it even means going into their Grapnel turns, they won't be able to Grapnel the Kron itself. It also means the Murkblood would still be alive. And so Murkblood would even be able to pump the prisoners, you know? And then you could go into the Eternity Painter turn, actually deal with the 4-5 plus whatever else they play, start generating value off of Kron. So I feel pretty strongly that I don't like just not like I don't think you need to worry about the Sandtile very much, which is what I think they wanted to do. Yeah.
Oh, no replace.
Well, they replaced first. I think they replaced with Kron actually.
Okay.
But this is why I wanted to have it like safe from the reader. Because
it looks like they started out with my play and then thought better and then kind of tried to go to your play, but it was a little too late.
Yeah. Wait, what? Oh yeah, Riv told me about this misclick.
I mean, it's not even the worst thing in the world. It's pretty funny.
It's okay.
The value.
Yeah, no, that's Sandsoul Reader value.
I mean, you do mill a card now, but
right, yeah.
The things you do for value.
Yeah, I gotta get scared, otherwise we're just gonna keep going, bouncing Sandsoul Readers, get a million Sandtiles. Build your own fault over here. Okay, what do you think about? Oh wait, it's not Riv's turn. Okay, never mind. For some reason, I thought it was Rift's turn, and they had 6 mana, and I was like, all right, what if they just attack Mercblood Devourer, and then bounce the Sandstorm Reader with the Sandstorm Reader, and then ping it and get 2 more Dervishes?
Do it all again.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the kind of play that I would make.
Alright, can they do the same play that I was describing the other turn? Can they safely play a Kron and buff it? I don't think they can. I think that was a one-time offer.
Yeah, I think so. I'm having trouble seeing where the board ends, but I think they've just run out of squares there. And one thing I really like about the way River's playing this is he knows 20th Century but is on one of the slowest trials in the game. And just every game he's consistently made it so that the game is over before Ox comes down, through win or lose.
Yeah.
You just have to kind of keep in your mind that pacing that you need to play at. And I think that's something he's doing really well.
Which is really interesting for a deck like the one... Like, one of the interesting things about Riv's deck is the fact that you really do get to kind of be fast or be slow, you know? With, like, the golems and stuff, you know, you can kind of really go really aggressive with golems and wishes, or you can back off and try and, like, grapnel and, I guess, monolithic visions, though I think that's a bit more of a meme.
Yeah, exactly. And I think that's why Second Wish is in the deck, really, right? To give you that aggressive option.
Yeah, no.
Yep, that's mid-range, and definitely a mid-range deck.
However, I think that 20th Century Boy is looking to be in a bit of trouble here, as they don't have amazing clears. They can, actually, no, they can just play a Bone Reaper, but it gets stolen. So
yeah, they have Painter here. It also gets stolen.
Well, they can play Bone Reaper and then have Painter, or have the Grapnel steal it, and then just Painter both the Grapnel and the Bone Reaper. I think that's probably correct.
It's pretty good, yeah.
You know, just think ahead, play the Bone Reaper first, because you know that can deal with both, whereas the other way around, the Eternity Painter, or the Bone Reaper wouldn't clear the Grapnel. Yeah, no, I like this.
Yeah.
And you just sacrifice your 2/3, I think.
You gotta know he has Grapnel.
Oh, they're going the greedy route, which is gonna lose them 1 more life, I guess.
Oh, he's really close to dying to Bloodiver now.
Yeah. Actually, no, this actually saves them 1 life, and ooh.
Wait.
This is actually...
Oh, he played around it.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Although, is there... No, there's...
He has the 2-drop.
Just imagine the juxtaposition, where you go Celebrant into Painter into Juxt, hit 4. Now, we know that's not going to happen, but you can at least hit 3 things and not be dead. You're at 2 life. If you go Celebrant, Painter, Blink. And you can do that off of the tile mana.
Yeah, I mean, the issue here is just you're taking so much damage. How do you come back? Oh, there it is. That's a good start. And if he does this play, is he just dead to the Windstriker in Rift's Hand?
I believe so. But, you know, I think it's about the best play they can make. Like, that 3 life... Well, actually, no, the 3 life... Would the 3 life save them? Maybe
I think it would, yeah.
Yeah, okay, so... Oh, they're just going with EMP.
Ooh. Does that work? Can he do that? Oh, because now he has the Ox. That's not where I would have played the Ox.
Yeah. But that is
Yeah.
good game, they say.
He could have lived that, right? If he played the Ox to body block the General. Oh no!
Would they have? I don't know if they would have lived through it. But, regardless, congratulations
Wow.
to Rivrath for taking that final match of the day.
Well fought game on both sides. You could even say both sides played hard.
Yeah, I mean they really did. Those are some interesting matches. I especially liked that game 2 of the Riv versus 20th Century Boy with that like really hard question play at the end. So,
Yeah.
you know,
So Riv getting away with way too much value there, bouncing his stance well.
Yeah.
Didn't seem to matter.
It's true. Yeah, I guess game 2 probably would have gone differently if the Merc Blood had been positioned a little bit differently. I think that it would have been much harder for Riv to kind of push back. However, such is as things are.
I have to say, seeing these games this week has just made me absolutely terrified to join now. I don't know if I can compete.
I think you can. You know, you might have to shake off a little bit of rust, but you know, it's not like you've been gone that long. Team Wars wasn't that long ago. It's like a month or so.
Yeah.
A little over, but still. But yeah, no, thank you everybody for coming out here to the second week of the Meltdown League, aka the third week of Team Wars finale, Reaper's Armies versus Monka S Rankers.
I think Monka S rank is clearly in the lead at this point.
But alas, they lost the set in that dramatic 6-5 finish. But yep, alright. Thanks to everyone.
Yep, thanks for having me. It's
We'll
been a good time.
Yeah, no, we'll have you in the tournament next week, where perhaps your games will be casted. Who knows? should you recommend
spicy.
them? But yep. All right. See you later, everybody. Wish you all a good day.